You guys already know that I play a ton of Fortnite Battle Royale, and while I may not be the best at it, I've picked up a few hints, a few pieces of helpful knowledge about the game and the way it's played along the way. Fortnite can be a pretty punishing game for new players, as most Battle Royale games are, so I figured I would try and pass on the knowledge that I have to some of you who may just now be getting into Fortnite. What is up, guys? Jimmy or Chaos, welcome to Chaos Top 10s. Today, we're going to be counting down another 10 mistakes that noobs make in Fortnite Battle Royale every day. These are those mistakes that can be avoided, but sometimes you just don't know any better. So let's get started. This month's giveaway is for a new PlayStation 4 console. All you have to do to enter is drop a like on this video, be subscribed to the channel, and turn on your notifications so you never miss an upload. And in the comment section, let me know why you want to win the PS4 and include your Twitter handle so I can contact you if you're the winner. The winner will be announced at the end of the month. Kicking off our list at number 10 is knocking down big trees. Now, this is perhaps the quickest way that you can get spotted in the mid or late game in a Fortnite Battle Royale match. If you watch the top players or streamers often, you've probably noticed that when they're farming materials, they'll usually leave trees with 50 HP instead of knocking them down completely. And that's not by just coincidence or mistake. It's because the taller a tree is, the more noticeable it's going to be when it gets knocked down. In the early game, it's not really that big a deal if somebody notices a tree going down since everybody is doing it. But in the mid and late game, you want to be as hidden as possible, so you really don't want to bring any more attention to yourself than you have to. By knocking down big trees, you essentially just get alerted every nearby player to your general location. And they're going to start keeping an eye on you, or they're going to hunt you down. When you're farming for resources, leave the taller trees and structures with 50 HP to prevent them from going down and alerting nearby players to your presence. And also, they're not going to know it has 50 HP, so maybe somebody else will come by, try to hit it, and they'll knock it down and you'll spot them. At number 9, entering a fresh fight. Speaking of alerting people of your presence, let's talk a bit about three-way battles. I'm sure we've all been in a few of these, as they're pretty common in Battle Royale games, but something that I've noticed about newer players is they really don't know when they should insert themselves into an existing fight. When you see two players fighting, it can be tempting just to dive in and clean up the rest of their health, but you still have to be careful with your timing. Would you rather jump into a fight when both players are high health or low health? Which one? Would you rather first see the fight going on, you watch from a distance for a few seconds, and allow the players to take some damage before jumping in? Whenever you're about to dive into an existing fight, you should always assume that you're going to get double teamed. This will force you to play smarter. Now, one tactic is wait for one of the guys to kill another guy, and then wait for him to start healing himself up. That is when you attack. Don't get bloodthirsty and think you have to kill both of them. At number 8, it's simple, but a lot of people don't do it. Putting walls behind you. Speaking of playing smarter and not harder, people really need to start building walls behind them when they're sniping. I see it all the time, and I've done it myself. A player will be running through the open. They'll shoot at someone in the distance. They'll build a ramp up a bit, and they'll take their sniper shots at them some more. But they won't build any walls behind them while they're sniping, and they just end up, they're just a sitting duck for someone else nearby to come up and pop them in the head. If you're going to be stationary for any reason, you should throw a wall up behind you and to your side so you can't be sniped while you're trying to line up your shot. One of the most annoying things in Battle Royale games is getting sniped while you're sniping. But if you just build some simple walls really quick, you can stop that from happening. At number 7, playing with sound. Sound is such a huge integral part of Fortnite. If you die because someone snuck up on you and you didn't hear them, you honestly don't have anybody to blame but yourself. I know it can be fun to play video games while you're listening to music or podcast or watching a video, but all too often, I see people doing this and they get upset that they're not performing well in the game. Fortnite is fun and the music is great, but the audio cues are absolutely necessary for success in Battle Royale games. If you want to win or perform well on a consistent basis, you need to be listening to the environment and players around you, especially in a game like Fortnite where every little sound is amplified and so important. At number 6, and I've done this too many times to count, dropping tilted without a plan, okay? Whether you're solo or squads. Tilted Towers is fun, and it's easily the most popular landing spot in the entire game. However, there is a lot more to be successful when you're dropping tilted than just dropping in and getting a gun. If you've watched Fortnite streamers, you probably noticed that whenever they drop Tilted, they have a specific order in which they hit the structures and the weapon spawns. Tilted Towers is such a crowded area of the map that landing there without a specific plan is pretty much a death sentence unless you're a god at the game, in which case, you're probably not watching this video. Let's be honest. If you're going to land Tilted, you should have a designated landing spot already in mind. And if someone gets there first, you should have a backup, a plan B, and a plan C. Then once you land there, you should have an order in which you go to certain spawns and buildings. This way, you can start adjusting to the map and the players on the fly, and trust me, things are going to go awry really, really quick. And it also helps you play smarter instead of just playing aggressive. Cracking into the top 5 today, not rearranging your inventory. Speaking of playing smarter, you should always be rearranging your inventory. I've mentioned this a few times in other Fortnite tip videos, but I'm going to say it again because I don't think a lot of people realize how important it is. Whenever you watch top players in Fortnite, they will always rearrange their inventory almost immediately upon getting a new gun or an item. And this is because they always want to know where that gun or item is during their combat. If you pick up a shotgun, you always want to know where that shotgun is and how quickly you can get it into your inventory. By having a designated shotgun, rifle, explosive, healing, all those slots in your inventory, you can speed up your gameplay dramatically since you have all those item slots in your muscle memory. Find an inventory arrangement that works for you and stick to it. I'm not telling you where to put your shotgun or where to put your AR or where to put your minis. You put them wherever you want. Just be consistent with where you put them so you can train your hands and your mind to have that muscle memory to react instantly when you need them. At number 4, thinking I'll be fine and jumping. The fall damage in Fortnite sucks, and it's pretty inconsistent, but one of the dumbest things you can do, and something that just about everybody has done, is see a fall, think to themselves, I'll be okay, and then you splat down onto the pavement with a bunch of fall damage, or you die. Whenever you're about to drop any amount of distance, you should always be assuming that you won't be fine. You probably noticed that I've been saying this a lot in this video. Play smarter, and this is an example of that. Whenever you're about to drop somewhere, you should always assume that you're going to take fall damage, regardless if you did it before and it worked, because trust me, it's very trivial. You don't want to be in that situation. Is it a paranoid way of thinking? Yeah, a little bit. But will it keep you safe? Absolutely. Is it worth building one floor piece out of wood to make sure you don't take any damage once you just topped off your shield and HP? Yes, it is. At number 3, charging with an assault rifle. In the early game, challenging someone at close range with an assault rifle is a little more forgivable since you don't really have a whole lot of options. However, in the late game, you should never do this. The assault rifles are designed for mid-range engagements, and if you charge at someone close range or if you allow someone to get close to you, you're going to regret it when you're trying to fight them with an AR instead of an SMG or a shotgun. If you have an AR but you don't have one of the other two, you should be trying your best to keep a buffer zone between you and anybody around you. Do not charge at people with an AR, but also don't let someone get too close to you. If you're stuck with an AR, try your best to keep a certain distance between you and the enemy, even if that means backing away from them as they try to charge you. Shotguns and SMGs are extremely ineffective at mid-range, so you want to use that to your advantage. Try to keep that gap if you don't have any other options but an AR. At number 2, I'm going to keep this short and sweet for all you people. If you're in the middle of a Battle Royale match in Fortnite, you're trying to get those wins, don't check your phone. Seriously, that text message will wait for 10 minutes or that phone call will wait for 10 minutes. So many people stop to check their phone and then they get blasted. That's really all I have to say about it. And at number 1 today, trying to be a ninja. The number 1 biggest mistake you can make when playing Fortnite is trying to be Ninja or any other streamer for that matter. It is no secret that Ninja is insanely popular and insanely good at the game, so naturally people want to emulate the stuff that he's doing, but that's a lot easier said than done. The reason Ninja can do all the insane stuff that he does is because he's been playing the game for a long time and he's good at it. He has put in thousands of hours at this game, and you see newbies come in, never played the game, and they want to emulate his aggressiveness and his playstyle. He grinded the game and studied it, so he pretty much knows everything there is to know about damage stats, the metagame, impulse grenade trajectories, building formations, you name it, he knows it. If you aren't super good at Fortnite, you probably shouldn't be trying to go for impulse grenade charges, crazy build fights, trap final kills, or any of the flashy stuff Ninja does. Just go watch him. You'll get there eventually, but you can't skip the learning phase of Fortnite. It is brutal and it will punish you. Everyone was bad at one point, even Ninja. Don't try to just jump into the crazy stuff without learning the ins and outs of the game. That's the most important piece of information I can give you guys on today's video. And there you have it, my friends, my noob friends. Those are 10 Fortnite noob mistakes that a lot of people make, but they can be easily avoided and they can help you better your game drastically. If you guys found this informative at all, drop a like and make sure you subscribe to the channel. There is a playlist below with all the other Fortnite videos, and turn on your notifications so you never miss an upload. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this video helped out if you're new to Fortnite, and I'll see you soon.